Welcome back to the sixth video on 7 habits of highly effective people, and today we're going to talk about the first habit: be proactive. Either in life we can be proactive or reactive. We can take initiative or we can simply react to the scenes and situations of life. And I'll give you a clear example of what proactivity and reactivity looks like, what being proactive looks like, and what being reactive looks like. This specific book was given to me by a friend in 2011. Up until 2022, for 10 to 11 years, I did not read this book. I may have touched it, I may have gotten the urge to read it, scrolled to some of the pages, moved from one bookshelf to another. That's all I did, but I never fully read the book. That is being reactive. Whatever else was happening in my life, even though I wanted to read the book, I did not do it because I was just managing and going through my life, giving in to other situations and not taking control or initiative. Come to 2022, because of some of the work that I did, I built some discipline and commitment and some tools and framework, and I said, I'm going to read this book. I read the book in 2022, then read it again, and now I'm reading it for the third time. So that is being proactive. I read the book for almost the third time in less than a year. But when I was being reactive, I did not even probably read 30 pages out of the 300 pages in 11 years. That is being proactive or being reactive. And in the end, who got the benefit or who did not get the benefit? When I was being reactive for that 11 years, I did not get any benefit out of the book. But when I started reading it, I got immense benefit. But there's an important thing to remember, that to be proactive, we have to be responsible. And my mind really opened up when I read the definition of being responsible in this book. Up until then, my definition of responsibility was very lackluster and loose, and I think most of us have that definition in our head. It's like, I'm married, I have kids, I have a job, there are things to do, that's my responsibility. I got to make sure I do that, right? But in the book, he says responsibility means response-able. The ability to respond is responsibility. No matter what the situation, what the magnitude and intensity of the situation, we have the ability to respond. And if you notice, everybody responds to the same situation in a different manner because their capabilities are different, and either they are being proactive or reactive. And that also depends on levels of proactivity over a period of time or reactivity. So I understood that to be proactive, I have to be responsible. I have to start owning my life. I have to take accountability of my life and the decisions I make, right? So the decisions that I made in the past led me to my current state. And now the decisions and the choices I make will lead me to a future state. Now, if you want a future state that you desire, then you have to start changing your decisions and your choices. And for those, we have to become proactive and not just wait for situations to change, people to change, and environment to change. It happens right now. And I will leave you with a very powerful couple of lines which are in the end from the poem Invictus, which Nelson Mandela used to read during 27 years of his jail term to keep him up, to keep him going, so that he doesn't get beaten up in his head and give up on his dream of a race-free and racism-free Africa and democratic Africa. And the last two lines that were, I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. I'm the master of my fate, I'm the captain of my soul. And it all ties back to that first habit: be proactive and take responsibility. Use your resourcefulness and initiative, no blame game, because I am the master of my fate, I'm the captain of my soul. So let's do that together. Let's envision the future state of our life and start becoming proactive now to take the decisions and create that life and create that world around us. And as always, I wish you a wonderful and a happy, jolly day and a week. As always, love, peace, and health.